Greetings, greetings, family. Near and far, far and wide, on planet, in the planet. You know how it goes already, you know what I'm saying? You don't know that it's kind of hollow and there's caverns and domes and, you know, deep underground bases and all of them things there. Them all did there, you know. Wonderful day. Back at the allotment as usual. Big props to T again. Come up here. Yo, fire rage. Believe you me. I don't think I'll have to jump up this time. I remember last week, my smoke up on me. I forget up and start up the fire. So yeah, thank you very much, T. Much appreciated. Now you introduce the thing.
And yeah, my throat chakra is vibrating at its optimum level, and I swear to God, I don't like them devils, but you know what? I love them devils. You know why? Because whoever can anger you can control you, not me. I gain that emotional strength and that mental strength. Trust me, I went up tenfold. And the more you give is the more you receive. Then eventually, you'll achieve your dreams. Trust me, it's not no joke out here. Keep raising your soul. Yeah, we're back with Ladycrowne. And we don't stay down, we stay up. And we don't chat pop because it's real talk. Episode 71. You know, and greetings to you all. Special shout outs to T23 out there, ex-country, the subscriber out there that's been commenting quite a lot recently. Big ups to you, bro. You know what I mean? Send you divine blessings and divine energy, because it's all energy, baby. You know, just like Nikola Tesla said, energy, vibration, and frequency. But yeah, man, greetings to you all, and yeah, real talk, episode 71, 7 and 1. Number 8, the number of the infinite, you know?
Yeah, man.
Infinity and beyond.
Infinity and beyond, as Buzz Lightyear used to say.
Yeah, man. Oh my gosh. What can I say? You know what? Got this fresh energy. Oh, totally forgot. 11/11 today. You know? The synchronicities, you know what I mean? More love, more peace, more harmony, more light, more healing is coming on the planet. And it's because we're in the sign of the times right now. You know, the old world has to die in order for a new world to begin. You see what I mean? So this is why I love saying tapping in every single second, because I really live by my mantra. When you really live by that, yeah, then you can choose your thought, emotion, and your feelings, baby. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? And don't allow external events to govern your internal condition. And you see me, yeah, the reason why I've got consistency and Ladycrowne is because it's our lifestyle. We're not here to act, we're here to just give you a message that can help you on your journey. You know what I mean? Like, trust me, we've got real passion for this, man. You know, we want to help our fellow men and women out there, because we know the energy we put out there, it comes straight back. You know what I mean? And when you start learning about the universal laws, rotted, it's key for you to tap in, baby. You know what I mean? Because there's a greater power than you that's always watching you, your every single step. You know what I mean? And the more people that actually align with their assignment on this earth to raise their energy, the more that we can do for each other. You know what I mean? So keep on tapping in. Remember, unity is strength. Separation is an illusion that creates hella confusion. You know what I mean? So just keep on connecting with your divine self. And we can move on, baby. Move on, move on. Self-expression is beautiful. Because when you express yourself for who you truly are, then you can be a true star. You know what I mean? Not dwelling in your lower nature, raising to your higher nature. You know what I mean? Because I tapped into my shadow. I show every single face. Because I don't care what they think of me, rule that shit, G. Because I care what I think about myself, first and foremost. And when you get to that mental state there, just like me and Ladycrowne, you can live life blissfully. You know what I mean? And don't put your head down. You know what I mean? Just get yourself in a cold shower, baby. Every morning, that's what we do. Ooh. Actually, you miss the weekends, don't you? You miss the weekend. I have to stop it there. You miss the weekend.
No, I don't do Saturday or Sunday. I'm too busy doing what I'm doing in the yard. But bum again on Monday.
Yeah.
Back in there.
But you see, the cold showers, the reason why we mention it a lot is because we know that's a key thing for us to be the captain of our mood. We're literally expanding or should I say extending our lifespan. We're decreasing inflammation, we're having an internal cleanse of our system and boosting our energy up. And also what it creates is emotional resilience. You see what I mean? When you really tap into the truth and you live by it, the things that can benefit you, then you're able to take control of your life. You know what I mean? Instead of having the external realm and external people around you shaping you. No, you shape you. If you tap in every single second, remember that, man. You're so powerful. You've got this spirit within you, but it only can be activated when you tap into your inner self. And this is what I've done. This is why my character's changed so much. Because like Dr. Joe Dispenza said out there, your personality creates your personal reality. So it's key for you to work on it, baby. You get me? Well, yeah, blessings to you all out there, man. It's all love, baby. Trust me. And when you're dealing with that, you can be smiling, not just outside, within first.
Absolutely.
Blessings.
Absolutely.
Blessings to you all. Oh, so what you got to say, Ladycrowne, man? Let's switch the vibrations a bit, baby. What are you saying? What are you saying? What you got to say? Because I know you got a lot of information for them. You know what I mean?
No, well.
Trust me.
You know what? If you're, you know, if you're here in this day and this time, and you're aware of what's going on, even a small fraction of what's happening in the world, you'll see the changes taking place in front of your very eyes. It is what it is, you know. The Khazarian mafia, the cabal, whatever you want to call them, who have, you know, had such control over mankind.
The unseen faces.
Yeah.
That's what you could call them.
Yeah,
so,
they are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Your history that has been denied you and that you've been lied to about, you know, like I said, everything that's hidden has to come into the light and will come into the light. You can hide something for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Guess what? One day the truth will be revealed. You know, even when it comes to their, you know, bullshit freedom of information request, when they can, you know, lock things up for 70 years and 40 years and, you know, because it's official secrets act and all them kind of stuff. And eventually those come out, because what happens is that, you know, good men and women go into those positions and start leaking, you know what I'm saying, the information that's been withheld. I guess some of it, and probably a lot, won't be aired in the public domain, purely because it would be like people experiencing the kundalini, as STS has spoken about many times. They would literally go off their heads.
It'd be mass suicide.
They would be.
Trust me.
Because if we truly overstood, understand what's been happening on this planet, how things have been manufactured and done over the last 8,000 years, those of us who have compassion, empathy, trust me, you wouldn't be able to handle it. You wouldn't be able to handle it because it's that gross. Nonetheless, there'll be some things that you will see and you will hear about, and even that will gross people out or make people very upset and very angry. Even if we just take it back to the last 2-3 years, when those truths are being spoken about, and they are being spoken about. Your mainstream media, you'll find a little bit in the newspaper here, because they're having to cover it because it can't be hidden anymore. You know, the elephant in the room has been recognised. People are seeing it for what it is, and there's so much that's starting to come out now. I can hear you, STS.
Sorry, you know what? Yeah. I'm so sorry about that. You know what it is? It's like,
yes,
it's become a part of me.
I know.
So what I have to do is be conscious of that. I'm very sorry about that. If
You
don't know what Ladycrowne's on about, she's on about my breathing patterns. You know, I'm tapped into Winhop, Iceman. You know what I mean? Sorry.
So, you know, the last couple of years, when people start to really, truly over what's happened there, that will make people very, very angry, let alone what's taken place over the last 8,000 years. I mean, we were tapping into a video on YouTube last night, and I literally listened and watched all of it. You know, just some of the
truth within that.
Yeah.
Going back to what you just said about the Kundalini, then you realise that we're not the only beings. You get me? So you have to be aware of this.
They've been showing us all along with aliens, with ETs, with the Men in Black. They've always shown you, but they put it into a movie, so you've seen it as entertainment because you're not, your mind won't let you conceive of something other than the fact. But you've got to just have to say to yourself, come on, this is the universities, multiversities. So how can we just be the only ones here?
We've been plugged into a matrix, and when that happens, what happens? The matrix shapes your mind.
Yeah, it shapes your reality.
If you don't take the red pill, it shapes your whole mind, and this is why they put that term out there, conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah.
To just a conspiracy.
Yeah, throw you off.
Just to throw your whole mind off the truth.
Yeah.
And my mentor likes to say out there, you know what I mean. The world's so fake that people are scared of the truth out here.
So fake.
Trust me. And when you was talking, because you activated something within my thought patterns, when you was talking about the Kundalini, the reason why Penny Kelly does say that about people have there'll be mass suicide if everyone had a Kundalini awakening is because it reveals everything that most people aren't facing every day. They're facing their normal life, going work, looking after his children, coming back, cleaning the house, the same type of
mundane task.
Yeah, compulsive action. You know what I mean? And the Kundalini is something that I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Don't tap into this if you haven't got a strong mind and a strong body and you're not working on yourself, because it can be detrimental to you. You know what I mean? You have to be aware and also be on a spiritual path. Otherwise, there's no point in tapping into it because it'll just affect you in a bad way. You know what I mean? I don't want to see anyone going through suffering and pain out there. You know what I mean? Trust me, it's not a joke, man. That Kundalini thing is something that it really does test your mind. Like Ladycrowne see my journey, like it's really tested me, and I went through a horrific situation activating the Kundalini because I didn't do it myself. It was in divine order. So if it does happen to you, be in flow state. Don't try and force it. Yeah.
Well, I was likening it to that experience, but it's one that it's not going to be led spiritually because yours came out of a spiritual awakening. And the majority of people on the planet is going to come out of some sort of horrific acknowledgement of the truth. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to be absolutely a flip in terms of them literally going off their heads because the truth will be looking you right in the face and you will not be able to ignore it. And then once you actually acknowledge it, once the brain processes it and goes, oh my God, you're then going to say, oh, but you're going to go on that. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you've lost loved ones because of certain things, you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah. It's going to bring up a lot.
It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So, the cat's out of the bag, but the cover-up is still there because they can't just say, oh, hands up, look, oh, we're sorry, oh, yeah, we didn't know, because they did. Every adverse reaction that anybody's actually suffered as a result of any of the things that they've received, more so the last 2 years, they absolutely 100% knew about the adverse reactions. Absolutely.
Because it was tried and tested.
Well, yeah, and every animal that they tested it on.
Think of,
well, I don't think that they could talk. They'd tell you, say, yeah, well, it worked all right for me because most of them didn't. They didn't make it through. It was never tested on men and women until the emergency authorization thing came from. Then they started to, give it to people and as their guinea pigs. But it was never tested on animals before it was given to men and women out there. So as a result of that, there's lots happening. There's lots happening. There's a family in Australia whose baby has a hole in his heart and in his surgery. As a result of that surgery, he's going to need blood transfusions. I think we talked about it some time ago about that you're going to get this really a split is already happening, and it will get even wider because these parents, very very switched on parents, are saying. Okay, yes, he needs the surgery. We agree for him to have the surgery, but we don't want him to have contaminated blood. What do I mean by that?
Blood transfusion.
They don't want the baby to receive blood from anybody that's had the spike proteins in their blood. So they're looking for pure blood. So this has gone all the way to the courts, high courts in Australia. The hospital is saying that they'll do the surgery, but the baby has to receive blood transfusion from their blood banks, and the parents are saying no. So what the parents have done is got, well, listen, you know, when people rally around, and they've got 22 people ready to just give blood there and then as needed for the operation to go ahead. And it's gone all the way to the high courts because it's them again exerting their rules and their authority over what happens with your loved one. But they're steadfast, and the people have come out to support them in many ways. But you can see that already. I mean, if you're going into hospital and you happen to have a blood transfusion, or you're in an accident and you've not had any injectables, then you don't want blood from somebody that has. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's detrimental to you. We know what's in it. Those of us that are aware of what's taking place. So those are the things that are now coming to light. They're now, I think there's about 18 countries where you've got individuals that are in that kind of field that have set up blood banks, and it's called pure blood banks. You see what I'm saying? So the separation is growing, because I can't take from you if you've had certain things done to you. You could have mine, but I couldn't have yours. So therefore, we're going to be finding a separation where if you need to have that a blood transfusion, it will have to come from somebody that hasn't been, jucked and jabbed. You see what I'm saying? So that's the case that's going ahead right now. I think it's 4-month-old little baby, and they're going, they're playing tug of war with the hospital, saying, well, this is what we're doing, and we don't care what you want, and threatening to take the baby away and all sorts. But it won't happen. I dare say, he will receive the operation and get the pure blood that his parents have actually got lined up for him. It's not like the hospital got to find it from somewhere. People are standing by, ready to give blood on that day that the operation takes place, which is fantastic. And that's again the man and the woman spirit, the human spirit coming together and doing something whereby those that think they're in control have to say, oh, hang on a second, all right, then we'll do what you want, So I think that's absolutely fantastic. But you don't know, Wagwan. The things that are happening happen for a reason, mainly because of the currency being taken over and printed into oblivion. So you've got hyperinflation, high interest rates. So there are lots of people out there that are feeling it right now. And all I would say, and to all out there, and to encourage you not to buy into all of what you're hearing and what you're seeing. Do you know what I'm saying? And do what you need to do for yourselves, for one another, and for your community. Build it strong, build it deep. And whatever happens out there will happen. It won't change. I mean, China will probably invade Taiwan. They probably will. It may well spark off another world war, literally, because every time there's been a currency reset, if you go back in history and look at all the currency resets, you'll see that always around that time there was always a war, because it's literally these people jockeying for positions. But there's a major split with the BRICS nations. Saudi Arabia's 50-year contract with America is over, and they will join the BRICS nation, and so therefore China will be paying for oil with their yuan. So the US dollar will die. It's already dead. It's on life support, probably worth about 3 cents now, like all fictitious fiat currencies. So expect upheaval, expect turmoil, expect all of those things, but prepare your body, prepare your mind, have what you need, because if you have to roll that out or bunker down in your place, so be it, because it's that birthing process that we spoke about many moons ago. We know what's taking place. So everything out there, all the distractions, you're seeing things with Ye, as it's now called, the interview with him all masked up and everything. But Balenciaga, yeah, the imagery of the little child holding a teddy bear that's literally in bondage, tied up type thing, sexualized, and then coming out and apologizing, didn't realize, those, if you know Wagwan, these pedos have been ruling the world for many centuries. That's doing what they do. Now they're just so blatant that they push it right into your face and go, oh, we didn't realize what we were doing. Then you got the Kardashian, the little puppet, wearing their garments, saying she's going to continue to do what she do because they apologize, and she's supposed to have four children of her own. the most vulnerable need to be protected by us, and that means if there's people out there that are doing things to them that they ought not to and exploiting them, we need to stand up and fight for them. But as long as these people have the control over the media and the magazines and everything else, they'll keep pushing that agenda. But it's for us to stand up and say, something, that's wrong. And a lot of people have. I applaud those people that come out and said, "Oh my goodness, no, that you've crossed the line." Them cut up them £600 Dallas sneaker and all the rest. Cut them up online, burnt them. Don't want nothing to literally anything that they had with Balenciaga on. They dropped it, and that's what's supposed to happen. That's what makes these people accountable. Because when you mess with their money, they'll do something. When you just go, they didn't mean it. And the one of the parents for the child said that she didn't think there's anything was wrong with it. The photo shoot went well and her daughter wasn't exploited. Those are the people that you have to question. Question their morals and their decency to have their child pose like that. There was alcohol around. I don't know if you guys have seen the shot on the clip on the videos, but it don't look good to me. Absolutely not. But yet again, your focus is to take you away from yourself, so you focus on there, and right about round you, everything's collapsing. So just bear that in mind. I acknowledge it for what it is, and keep it moving, because that's what we're supposed to do. Prepare for exactly what's coming. The hyperinflation, the power cuts, whatever they're going to throw at us, we just got to be ready for it. But if we're strong in body, strong in mind, we'll weather the storm. And especially if you're looking after that immune system and boosting it up. We've spoken about all the minerals and vitamins and everything that your body needs to sustain it through the winter months, especially if you're in this part of the world. I'm starting my fast today. I'm doing a fast. I'm not quite sure how many days, maybe 9, maybe 12. All depends on how I feel. Because I've got a meal coming up on the 17th. I'll probably just do the meal on the 17th and go back on my fast on the 18th if it's just one meal that I'm having for that day. But I'll just go. I'll let my body do what it do. The cleansing, enemas, coffee enemas, the whole shebang. Yeah, because it's something that I feel I need to do. The more I do it, the better I feel. The younger I look. You know what I'm saying? All the organs are saying, "Oh, fantastic! Thank you so much." The benefits are amazing. Absolutely amazing. I recommend it to you all out there, especially if you're going to kind of overindulge at this time of the year, because this might be one of the last Christmases that you actually find yourself overindulging. Because trust me, what we're seeing out there is just a charade and a facade. It's not the real deal. And I dare say 2023, this time next year, it'll be a completely different world that you're looking at. And, people won't be doing the silly things that they're doing now, running around buying all sorts of things, taking it out on tick and all the rest of it, because they want to pretend that everything's okay, but it's not. And I think most people actually know that, but I guess as long as they can keep playing that game in their head, they can just pretend. When you're picnic, you like for pretend. Yeah, the day comes when you go, you know what, we can't pretend anymore. And this is a day and a time when you can't pretend anymore, and you have to acknowledge that there's a big ass elephant in the room, and you've got to find a way to acknowledge it and move it. We can't keep walking around and skirting around and pretending that everything's going to be fine by not doing anything. You know what I mean? Inaction is not going to make anything happen. It's when you take action, because it gives you satisfaction, as STS would say. As STS would say. Come in, my youth. I've been rambling on enough.
Yeah. An internal cleanse is crucial for us, man. The more that you cleanse within, the more that you're better outwardly as well. You know what I mean? They're both connected, man. Your external realm and your internal self is directly connected, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? This has come to me now. Yeah, shout outs to all the Telegram members out there, especially the internal warriors. It's all about being a conscious alchemist, because just like Ladycrowne's been talking
about. I've got to go again. The wood I burn.
Okay, good. Yeah, just like Ladycrowne on about, because it can be the darkness for a lot of people, and it's something that we need to deal with. When I really started developing myself, I realized that David Goggins taught me this. It's about flipping the negative into positive, and realizing that it's how you look at it, and it's how you treat the issues that you have in your life. So yeah, man, just try your best to be an internal warrior. You see what I mean? And this is why I love tapping into my energy frequencies, because that's a big part of being an internal warrior, realizing that it's about dealing with your whole self, baby. You know what I mean? Not just one part of self, and loving yourself wholeheartedly. Because you see that love frequency, it can save your whole life. And you know me, STS, deprogrammed for a reason, because I have to get rid of that old programming that nearly took my life away through life shit. That's why I'm here today. But yeah, man, big ups to all the Telegram members out there. Big ups to my family out there. Big ups to the soul family out there. Big ups to the all. Because when you connect with the all, oh my God, you want to rise, baby, not fall. And you want to stand tall, strong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I haven't got a heart of a lion. No, sir. I got a heart of a gorilla. Silverback gorilla. You know what I mean? Can't lay a line with my biochemistry, baby.
Absolutely.
Coming out eating a raw carcass, you know, stuff. Backside there. I eat my berries. You know?
Well, I think it was talking about some turkey shortage or
turkey.
Not enough turkey for corona and all them things.
Been killing all the chickens and doing all sorts of things like that. You know what I mean? But all of them things there been pumped with silicone and them things there. You know what I mean?
They're all chemicalized.
Chemicalized.
Yeah.
You don't even want to be eating them things there. You want to be eating off the land. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to be eating your vegetables and things like that.
Growing your own.
Trust me.
Yeah.
And key thing here, yeah, just come to me. What you really want to eat, yeah, and this can cover a lot of different things. Cause I got this off Dr. Sebi. You want to be eating carbon cell compounds. That is key. That's what you want to be eating. The reason why you want to be eating that because your body's made out of the carbon, proven in science. So you want the carbon cell compounds within your system. So it's not all fruits and veggies, but you want carbon cell compounds. So when it assimilates, it actually gives you energy instead of taking energy away from you. You know what I mean? That is so key for you. You know what I mean? Then you can, just like my mentor likes to say, your food is your greatest ally. So it's so key for you to work on your biochemistry, man. You know what I mean? Whatever you eat, you become. You become, you know. It's so crucial. You know what I mean? You need to really tap in, man. And yo, I feel for the youth out there that haven't got the right chemistry, because this is why a lot of them are doing that madness out there, because you know what I mean, they're insane right now, and you want to be sane within. You want to really be careful with your health, you know, because trust me, your peace of mind is your greatest form of wealth. So be careful on your health, man. I'm really big on this, man. Cause I really live this, you know what I mean? Like, you see what I mean? This is how you switch your energy frequencies to align to the subject matter. This is how you know when people are real, fam. When they align the energy frequencies to the subject matter. You're not faking, you get me? I'm going on like, oh yeah. Trust me, because man can see through that. Remember, 5%, like I like to say. What about the other 95%? And when you really start becoming an internal warrior, you realize that not everyone's for the trusting. But key thing here, trust yourself first and foremost. Trust your instinct. Trust your gut feeling. Trust your, I was going to say kundalini, but now everyone's tapped into that. Trust your intuition. Because everyone's got intuition. It's whether you use it for yourself or not, you know what I mean? Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, big ups to all of you. But I'll just end on this now. You have to deal with the darkness in order to reveal the light. You have to deal with it, man. Don't run away from it. Run towards it, because that's where all your power is. That's where all the treasures are. You know what I mean? All you need to do is get that key and unlock it. Take them gems out.
That's it. Yeah.
Blessings to all of you.
You can actually buy carbon C60 molecule with the fullerenes in it, with good quality ones in the UK. Just do and America, just do a search on it. You'll find it there. So those you can actually buy the that product.
C60 is brilliant for your whole chemistry.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely.
Really good boy.
Absolutely. It's not cheap, but guess what? Neither are you, so don't even worry about it.
Your health is priceless.
Absolutely, absolutely. Last thing from me, still, if you can get your silver, please stock up. Silver. Get it as much as you can to get your tangible assets. Get those cryptos that are going to, withstand the test of time. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XLM, I don't think I've mentioned Theta before. And Theta and T Fuel. There's a couple of other ones that you need to look at because they're really doing things and going places. So yeah, just make sure you got everything that you need when the time comes, you know, and things come back up. You can actually take advantage of the situation that you find yourself in. Anytime there's a great collapse, there's always something to at the end of the rainbow for those who prepared for it. So prepare.
Trust me. And don't stay scared. Trust me, be aware. You know what I mean? Like I like to say, them man just there. It's a blessing that my third eye is clear. You know what I mean? Activate that pineal gland because that is the equivalent to a radio antenna for God's source, baby. You know what I mean? Connect with your inner oracle. Then you can really have that tactical advantage over most out there that are tapped into the matrix. You know what I mean? That creates hella confusion for you. We're just here to give you a message to make you realize everything's hidden in plain sight. So all you have to do is tap into the right frequency and you'll be guided. STS, over and out. Peace and blessings.
What you got to rush that for? Just get my little tap in.
No. I just wanted to get over and done with. You know what I mean? Bye bye.
Have a blessed day, peeps. Have a blessed week. Take care now.
Yeah, take care of yourself. Peace.